What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Deontay Go Crazy, and we right back with another video. Shout out to the homie Flacco. He says a lot of drama.
Very upset at No Jumper for giving a platform to this Hispanic rapper. The rapper name is P-Face. He's from Compton. Now, he's from a Hispanic gang that beef with black gang members in Compton as well. Now, when P-Face came on No Jumper, he did such an impressive interview. Adam brought him on the No Jumper show. When he was exiting out of the No Jumper show, he had a very tense exchange with one of the black hosts on the No Jumper show. The black host asked him, "Where are you from? What gang you from?" And he aggressively told the black host what gang he was from.
Another like,
yo, appreciate you, dog. Sorry,
his
interview is coming out. It's gonna change the game.
I just know Raggedy Hood rap.
All right, Ant, bro.
P-Face, the hardest out.
Yup, must be big.
Where you from in Compton?
Yeah, I'm from Eastside Compton.
What hood?
I'm from Compton BLP, Compton Barbaros, finally.
All right, 83rd Street.
That's what's happening, man. Shout out Compton.
Okay, he turned up.
Yo, I love how everybody's voice got to get a few octaves deeper when they announce where they're from.
Period. And they got to be very clear.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's authentic.
Les, you want to take your spot back?
Hey, though, we, yeah, you feel me? I beg a pardon on that.
What?
Like when people try to get turned over they hood, usually, you know what I'm saying, I say something, because, like, keep that shit regular. Like, when you bang hard and say your hood twice, that type of shit gets so you know what I'm saying, and, because just be regular, you know?
I didn't read too much into that interaction. That's just how LA dudes interact with each other. That's a normal LA interaction. And if it looked utterly stupid, that's because the activities that take place in LA is dumb, okay? Dudes walk around asking each other, "Where you from, cuz? Where you from, blood?" And if you say the wrong thing, apparently they're willing to go to jail because you are from a different place than they are. It's dumb. It makes no sense whatsoever. So the interaction goes viral. A lot of people try to say this dude marked out Young Ant. I don't see it like that. I think that's hogwash and that's BS. Now, when interaction goes viral, though, people then use this situation to bring back an old situation that occurred in P-Face's life. So P-Face is an 18-year-old gangbanger out of Compton. Now, he looks a little, big, but he's 18. He's young. Now, apparently 6 years ago, do the math, okay? He's 18 right now. 6 years ago, he was in the hood, bicking back and bulling when he seen a black op. The black op apparently says, "F Mexicans, F where he from." So he responded back with, "F black folks, F N-words with the hard ER." Like a dumb 12 or 13-year-old that he was, he decided he was going to post it online because it was funny and he wanted the attention. He got the attention, but 6 years later, he decided he wanted to be a rapper. Well, when you're a rapper, you have to kind of like black folks to be a rapper. So now it begins to resurface. His career is taking a hit. But here's the thing. After it's resurfacing, instead of giving him the heat, they're now looking at No Jumper as if No Jumper is at fault. Okay, they're calling out No Jumper for giving him a platform. They're calling out Young and Hefe, Munchie B, and other black hosts for not calling him out on it when he was at No Jumper. But here's the thing. There's no proof or evidence that Young and Hefe, Munchie B, or anybody else knew that this dude said this 6 years ago. Like, nobody, like, there's no evidence they knew beforehand. So how do you want them to press him for something they found out when the rest of us found out, which was after the incident with him and Young and Hefe went viral? Now, they will point out an incident and they will claim that if he was black, he wouldn't have gotten a pass. And they will point to an incident with Young and Hefe and another game maker called King Tylenol. King Tylenol said a diss for Young and Hefe's gang in a song. When he got to No Jumper, Young and Hefe checked him, marked him out, and pressed him for saying it on camera. They were asking, where was this energy at for P-Face? Even though there's no evidence whatsoever that Young and Hefe knew that P-Face said these things, when he was in a building with Young and Hefe.
Young and Hefe did say something to King Pill for utilizing that T word, right? But here, and this is why a lot of people take LA politics and LA gang culture for some Mickey Mouse bullshit on PJ. It's far too often that I get on here and people say, "Bobby A, man, you solid." But them other cats down in LA, man, they got the people looking bad, man. They this, they that, and so on and so forth, and all this, baby. You feel me? A lot of people take Los Angeles gang subculture as a joke. And you know why they take it for a joke? Read the description. The description is right there. Read that. Why didn't Munchie and Aunt Hefe check Hispanic rapper P-Face Baby for racist remarks made in the past against blacks? Can somebody answer that for me? Let me know why you think they ain't, you know, pressing online. Let me know why you think they ain't address it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And this is the thing. What our player partners, our kin folks, our companions, our loved ones, and all this and all that, we reprimand in private, but we celebrate in public, right? But when the individuals come up against our people, our movements, and us as a collective, right? When they disrespect in public, the apologies and the correction shall also be done in public because you did this shit publicly. Why young Aunt Hefe and Munchie B ain't pressing no line on this Hispanic dude that blatantly said,
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm gonna start with this loop that I made here.
oh, that ain't no reprimandable offense, huh? So when a dude disrespect all of us as a whole, that ain't none. We gonna let that go by because he ain't disrespect Crip. He ain't disrespect Trays. He ain't disrespect Bloods. He just disrespected our ancestors, our grandparents, our mothers, our kin folks. That don't matter, huh? And I'm not saying motherfucker that got up and popped him out and beat him up and all that, took violent actions against him. But somebody should have corrected that. Hey, homie, that comment that you made a few years ago, what was going on with you in your life to where you felt that type of way about my people? What did my people do to you for you to have that type of stance, feeling, disposition towards our people? Let's explore that. Oh, well, you know, I was young, I was stupid. Yeah, nigga, explain that shit. Get up. But it should have been some type of correction there. So it makes me reflect and think like, God damn, was there any validity that's unquestionable, that's irrefutable, that brother OG Bam perspective, you know, shout out to the homie Bam, we got some guap.
I think the solution to this is pretty simple. Whoever has a problem with him saying it when he was 12, and you want to press him while you guys are in the same room, press him for it. That's your right. You are the offended party, and nobody can tell you not to be offended. But to say there's an obligation for everybody else to press, what if they don't feel that way? What if they feel like, bruh, somebody saying something at 12 years old and apologizing for it, bruh? I'm not trying to fight somebody for something they said at 12, bro. Like, I'm sorry. What if that's that's how somebody else feels? Are you gonna say what? Like they're a sellout for feeling that way? No, I don't believe so. Okay. Now, Long Beach Crips came to No Jumper and did the news today. And when they came, they pressed Lush 1 for trying to stick up for P-Face or to at least provide some type of explanation for why he said what he said.
Where are we at with this latest debacle, and what are your thoughts currently?
My thoughts is I'm wanted to ask you, why do you always feel the need to defend anybody who is NK or has any type of anti-black rhetoric, and you try to clean it up? Oh, he didn't mean it that way. It was taken out of context. How the f is that taken out of context if I get on the camera and say I'm NK?
There's no condoning, accepting, there's nothing that I will ever say positive about that whatsoever. You feel me? Anyone that uses that phrase or word is all bad. It's got no place in hip hop. It's got no place in racial division in the streets. But, you know, it's the antithesis of everything I believe in. Y'all know I'm like,
but get this though, right?
Why that thought wasn't your first thought instead of just trying to say somebody didn't mean something that they meant?
I probably I didn't phrase it in the best way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't phrase, but I don't. What I don't want to get misconstrued is what you said. Is I don't. And just to give Bumpton G context and anybody else that might not know, there's a rapper by the name of P-Face.
Yeah, they just brought him up on the interview I just did with Munchie.
Okay.
But my question to you, like, you a Southsider?
Me, well, like, hopefully I don't go to jail or get locked up. But yeah.
You know, like Halloween, how you like dress up that day? He one of them. He like cosplaying. He not a real Southsider.
I'm a LARPer.
If the police pull him over, he's Jewish again. You feel me? So he's definitely not a Southsider.
I will be Jewish for all of us.
But this my thing, Les, because we all know your personality, right? Whoever in the room, that's who you're gonna agree with. So now you got
not true.
No, for sure. Now you got a bunch of in the room, right?
Now say it.
And now your rhetoric is different. It's this, it's that. Like bro just said, why wasn't that your first thought when you first saw the footage and heard it? Why was your first thought to defend it?
To be fair, that wasn't my first thought. I've spoken on this for over a year.
I know we have given Lush One a tough time on our, but in this situation, Lush One is somewhat correct, right? Lush One had already seen the clip in the past. For about a year now, Lush One knew the clip existed. So when the clip came up and he's claiming, oh no, there was added context here. The other black kid who was off camera, you probably don't see, he says F Hispanics, and he used a derogatory word for Hispanics that start with the word B. And, you know, the 12-year-old kid just responded back, you know, with equal force. So this was kids